Hey yo, what is choking? It's your boy J Dog. In today's video, we're gonna be talking about fantasy movies. So here's what we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna talk about the title I put, and then we're gonna talk about the fantasy subgenre. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna get that. All right. Anyways, as I was saying, we're gonna read the title. We're gonna read subgenre. That should be easy. And then we're gonna talk about pros, cons, and yeah. All right, let's get this out of the way, dude. All right. Well, first up is Iron Man. Okay, and then the fantasy subgenre. That's right. It's sci-fi. I don't know much about what sci-fi is, but maybe it has to do with like technology. Sorry, my eye is messing me up. Yeah, but it has to do with that. So, next up are the. So Iron Man's real name in the movie is Tony. Obviously, his name in real life is Robert Downey, but his name in the movie is Tony, and his superhero name is Iron Man. Okay. If you haven't watched Iron Man, go ahead. I used to see it a lot. My Thata, I remember he would always like watch Marvel movies. So I remember seeing Iron Man at my Tatas. Yeah. But anyways, his pros are Tony is carefree. Now I don't know what carefree means, but like, does carefree mean like he cares about everyone? He wants to help them. I have no idea what that means, but hey, Tony's a carefree. Next up, he's an ignorant playboy. Yet again, I don't know much about what ignorant means. Like, is he like strong? Like, is he like ignorant? Like, is he funny? Is he like an eager McBeaver? Yeah. So yeah, I don't know what technically what that means. Discovers conscience. So he discovers technology and yeah, figure out technology to save the world, protect everything. Kind of like AI this year. Next up are his weaknesses. And his weaknesses are, we're going to talk about 3 cons. Now, cons means weaknesses. Something that you're not good at. Like, something you're not good at. So next up, for cons, we're going to talk about, first up, number 1 for cons. Relies heavily on his suit and technology. So he relies on his suit and technology. Like I said, he probably wants to work on a lot of technology to, make him strong, I think he's made out of metal, I'm not sure, but that'll be easy for him to work on the technology to get a stronger suit to help protect him from bullets and everything. I don't know if they do bullets, but I think they do, 100%, definitely. But next up is he can get injured, tired, or sick, which can affect his performance in battles. Yes, I agree with that, because you get fatigued. Okay, you get fatigued when you're sick, you're miserable, and how could you fight being miserable? Like, that is not easy to fight while being miserable. Cause yeah, like it's just hard for you. It makes you more weaker, and it's hard for you to concentrate. So yeah, that can affect him. Now, and last but not least, for cons for Iron Man are Tony Stark's confidence can come off as ignorance, which means like his confidence can come out as like bad, like in a bad way. I don't know if that's what that means, but hey, you guys let me know in the comments. All right. Anyways, arrogance. I don't know if that's what that says. But anyways, leading to conflicts with other superheroes and making him difficult to work with. And yeah, that is it for Iron Man. So yeah, next up with Iron Man. Alright, we're gonna move on to Balo. Alright, we're gonna move on to Pixels, and yeah. So obviously it's a comedy movie. Comedy means like funny. Hilarious, Now, I did kind of see this before. The guy that plays Olaf from Frozen is in this movie. Yeah, I remember this one. It was only a year ago, so of course I'm going to remember that one. Yeah, I remember seeing it on TV, and man, that was Olaf's voice. Yeah, same actor, And I believe this movie was made by Adam Sandler. Yeah, Adam Sandler makes a lot of great movies. Some of the movies suck, though, but hey. Ooh, he made Grown Ups. He was in Just Go With It. What? He made the Hustle movie. Anyways, we're gonna continue though. Okay, for the pros, the movie is made after the video game Pac-Man, which is right because Pac-Man is in the game. We have that orange dude with this weird-looking nose. Yeah, let me show you. Okay, guys, this is what he looks like. Oh shoot! All right, well that's what he looks like. Alrighty, guys, we back. Okay, so anyways, that's what he looked like. I don't know if he was from Pac-Man as well, but yeah, he was in that movie too. And then comedy factor is suburb, and then it has great visuals and perfect comedy timing. Like it has perfect funniness and all that stuff. But there is bad things about it. A lot of bad things, bad things. Alright. Anyways, it gets bad reviews easily. Like, is it like a 1 star, a 5 star? I don't know how it goes. I forgot if 5 stars means bad or if 1 star means bad. I can't remember. I think it's 1, but I'm pretty sure it's got a 1 review. I think 1 review means terrible. I'm not mistaken. Okay. Next up is there was no character development. Like they didn't fully develop the characters. If I'm also not mistaken. So if I'm mistaken, you guys can tell me down in the comments if I'm doing terrible at this or yeah. Okay. Then the humor in the movie didn't resonate with everyone. Like a lot of people just didn't enjoy it, so they thought the humor they were trying to do was not really humor and it was just boring. Okay, well, that's it for Pixels. Next up is Black Panther. They had good music in that movie too. They had The Weeknd. They had SZA, not scissors, SZA. They also had Kendrick Lamar. And they also had, The Weeknd song. You don't pray for me. You don't pray for me. Alright, yeah, sorry, I have horrible singing. Alright, Black Panther, sci-fi. And then he's an colonist. Vision and world building of a futuric African culture. So I guess they had special vision. Like special vision as a superhero, especially in Africa. No wonder why it's African, because the way Black Panther talked, I didn't like that language. I didn't like it. I hope that's not what he talked like in real life. Chadwick Boseman, who died. Dude, and he was at the dunk contest. He let Victor Oladipo wear his Black Panther mask. Okay, anyways, costuming and production work of Rui Carter and Hannah Bleacher. So I guess those were the important people that made this movie, and yeah, they were pretty strong to make this movie. All right, and then his bad things. Under his suit, he's only human. A world is only human. In a world with aliens, robots, and magical beings, being human seems like a weakness. That's right, because humans don't have the power to beat you. Yeah, that's right. They don't have the power to beat you, so they're not strong enough to beat you, so no, like you're not strong enough to beat them. So if they easily got you, you are game over in no time. Next up is T'Challa. I don't know what that says. Yeah, let me show you. It says T'Challa. Anyways, T'Challa didn't steal every scene he is in. So I don't know if this is a girl or a boy, but she almost stole every scene. It is not okay to steal. That's why you need to put copyrights. Nobody steals it. Anyways, he was easily overshadowed by its female cast and even by his nemesis, Killmonger. I don't know what that says. Killmonger. Alright. Next up is the Terminator. Come with me if you want to live. Okay. Yeah, for real. Okay, so the Terminator 1984. We're talking about Terminator 1. That was the best movie. That was my favorite movie. And my favorite scene was towards the end of the movie when Kyle Reese and Sarah Connor and then Terminator kicks the door open and then starts firing bullets, and they were already gone. And then Kyle Reese ran him over. He fell to the ground. They drove off. Terminator gets back on his motorcycle and he starts chasing them and then shoots with that weird looking gun. But that was my favorite part. Towards the end of the movie, that was my favorite part. Favorite part of the movie. Yeah. Anyways, that's not right. Sci-fi. It's a sci-fi movie. It's true that 1990s one Terminator 2 is one of the best action movies ever. Yeah, they had John Connor. I love John Connor. Alright. The best action movie ever. But compared to its predecessor. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, does that say predecessor? It's only an action movie by contrast. 1984 Terminator is a science fiction style action and horror movie, which makes it more than the sum of its parts. Now, Terminator 2 wasn't really science-y, but Terminator 1 was definitely, there was a lot of science in it. And then it's like it was more like science. I don't know how to explain any of this. I don't know how it's different from Terminator 2, but Terminator 2 didn't really have much scientists. They had more like maybe comedy. I don't know, like just more like it's like John Connor, man. Like John Connor is trying to be his best friend, and there was more. I think that there was more science in the first one because Terminator was more of a bad guy. Yeah. The bad guy in Terminator 2 is a T-1000. Okay, so yeah. And then common Terminator trails include super strength, shapes shifting, vocal inspiration, and red eyes. Dogs are used by the human residents to detect Terminators in disguise. Although designed to kill people, several of the machines are reprogrammed by the residents instead serve as protectors. And then bad things. Anyways, alright, let me clear my throat. Okay, anyways, the game also explains that most Terminators specifically humanoid varieties such as T-600s or residents to conventional gunfire, but still very vulnerable to explosive and plasma weaponry. Alright, next up, he is trying to kill Sarah Connor so she wouldn't have John Connor, but he fails miserably and doesn't kill her. Now, I think he was sent by Skyness or whatever, I forgot what it was called. But the reason he was sent down to kill John Connor is because he didn't want John Connor to take over the entire universe. So that's why he tried to kill him. so he wouldn't be the winner. You know, like, he didn't want him taking over the world, so yeah, they wanted him dead. But yep, that didn't happen, so he never died. But there was another movie where he did kill John Connor as a kid, but yeah, that didn't really ever happen. Yeah, but they showed us what would have happened if he successfully got it. And then, last but not least, Terminator ends up dying, or should I say, he lost robotic energy, because he's not human. He is not human, so you do not die like a human. The reason he died is because Sarah Connor smashed that thing on him. And did you see all that electrocuteness or whatever? Like, it was like, or like, there was like a lot of electricness breaking apart. Like, never mind. It electrocuted when he got smashed. Because when humans die, they don't get, there's no electricity blowing up or coming out, or, you know, like, nobody's getting electrocuted when they die. The reason he got electrocuted is because he was a robot and died. Okay. And then last but not least, Suicide Squad. It's a fantasy action. One of the Suicide Squad's biggest strengths is how well the movie brings every villain on Task Force X to life with outstanding costume designs and makeup. And then they are a team of in-prison supervillains who perform high-risk missions for the United States government in exchange for commuted sentences. And then Task X, better known as the Suicide Squad, is one of the iconic anti-hero teams in the DC universe, being the franchise of the same name. And then bad things about it. Poor dialogue was another major problem, which is just so stupid at some points. But Suicide Squad still could have been saved with the main plot and a great villain. And then Stefan Hill, who departed the studio in 2022 and declined to commit, seemingly struggled to communicate his changing visions for the game, and allegedly confessed that he hadn't spent much time with competing games such as Dynasty. Not enough time spent in developing this movie, and not enough development creating these characters. They were just like, no, we need to get this done ASAP. Like, they were in a rush that they messed up big time. Yeah. And they to the introduction to the big stage. Yeah. So yeah, this movie was kind of lame. But yeah, that's pretty much it I have to say about fantasy movies. Batman. Alright. Yeah, for real. Wait, I wonder if Batman was in Suicide Squad. Like, was there superheroes in there? Like, I'm pretty sure the Joker. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's video. If you enjoyed it, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and turn on post notifications so you don't miss any more of my J-Dog content. Okay? Alright, well, anyways, peace!